Yeah, if Chime wants to watch, you can.
What's up? If Cheyenne wants to watch, he can.
Yeah, if he wants to
Wait,
watch, he can. I'm live streaming it now.
yeah, we was live streaming games. What kind of game would it be?
I think I'm a 2D platform.
2D
Oh,
platform?
yeah.
Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I'm on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician. Yes.
Maybe cool, but that is a little cooler. No, you know what isn't cool? Making fun of fat people. They've already got a lot on their plate. Which, I mean, surprisingly, maybe cool.
Nice. I need a moment.
How? How do people do that? Is that how it didn't go down?
You know, a multiplayer 2D platform sounds pretty cool. Oh,
Damn.
oh, that's one thing.
I dead ass thought that was Kevin for a second. Oh my
Wait,
god. Oh my god.
How long are you gonna have to wait for that to come back?
This is the Titanic? Alright, but why is it so good?
Imagine being on the phone.
Bro got mad. Bro went on a way to Pandora. He got so lost. He read the map upside down. He went instead of going to where he wanted to go. He went to Antarctica and he went out to space.
What was we talking about? Mr. Cooper. Hey, yo. I'm not recording anymore.
Daddy, chill.
Mr. Cooper. Shit, I forgot what to say. That man is bald as fuck.
How many more moves are there?
Quite a couple.
Con Leo Messi. Bueno, Leo, quedaste un poco caliente por el final. Mira, bobo. Mira, bobo. Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá. Tranquilo, tranquilo, Leo. Con Leo.
Yo, that looks so good though.
That's hard.
I drove to show Street in his
There's
favorite
not that
outfit.
anymore, so.
Hold on.
Super LGBTQ.
Wait. Uh. That didn't work.
Also, bro, like, what happened? How'd you die? I saw the death message and I just said, why did you discover it? Why did you discover the meaning of penetration? Like, what? I said stuff with the meditation meant. It says to actually throw someone out of a window. So I was like, what does that have to do with me saying anything? Now that I said that it was fall damage, I was like,
There's too many things on the screen.
let's continue, bro. Yeah. No, but I want the brain, bro. The brain. But not just like complete, like as soon as you get them, like all at 4 man.
You're fired.
At least like do something else.
Destroying company property.
Okay, bro, join like a.
What do I even do?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to join us sometime.
This reminds me of Blender. This is literally a Blender grid, maybe.
I mean, I'm not saying that we're like confirming it.
So, listen, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What's that?
You're
Do
gonna
you
do
ever
it?
think about having another baby?
I don't know. But I guess I'm open to it.
Really? Oh, that's great.
Edit?
So I'll
Okay.
What
Show/hide menu? Where is that?
I think I'm just a little scattered tonight. I'm probably just PMSing.
Brody. This is supposed to be a fun night. What's wrong with you?
I don't see that anywhere.
We haven't made love in 2 weeks.
You haven't made love ever.
Bruh, okay.
Now you've upset the baby.
X-ray. Where is that?
Oh, God. This feels right, but it tastes like a dirty penny.
All right, try it again, Richard. And remember, the wrong keys are electrified.
Yo.
I don't want to play the piano. Indeed. Would you rather play the bassoon?
Are you gonna move, bro? Like,
This water feels kind of funny. Yeah, and it smells
and tapped out, bro.
Dad, look!
Why you tapped out? Can
Oh.
you do it? How much,
Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with this lake?
I think it's a safe bet that that's responsible.
anytime? Silver? Wait, no, bro, it's actually still that one day.
Give me paw.
At 33%, so that's obviously.
Good. Other paw. No, other
Bro,
paw.
right? Yeah, like.
No, we practiced this. You're gonna make me look bad in front of the other guys. Other paw.
That's not that far, but.
Finally.
You know, this actually reminds me of a quote by Milton.
Shut.
Oh man, I might die if you don't get here.
Yo, bro, why are you so sad?
Oh, it's like Mario. You could Goomba stomp them.
Oh, shit, hold on. Go back. Scan it. So when you not move, right? Now you move, right? Man, just like I get
Oh, Gable.
try nada. At least buy like, not too many. At the very
Gable, is Dreams on sale right now or no?
Dreams? It was a while ago, but I'm not sure if it is. It's not that expensive. Let me take a look. I believe it was like 20 bucks, normal price. And when I bought it, it was like 8 bucks or something. I don't know if it will tell me how much it costs right now because I already bought it. So if you want to know how much it costs, go onto the, you know, PlayStation, PlayStation Store. How do I move this away?
I think they call it Moab. If you are, get the, I forgot which version it was, but I think it's 9. Because that one it's 6 or 9. I think it's 6, Nick. I don't think there's 9. I'll check after, but if you do, like legit get it, or like, like. Yeah, I want to legit get it, yeah. Yeah, because if you get the one I have, it has multiplayer. I don't know how the multiplayer works. Wait, it's free?
I want to move this away, but shit, doesn't let me.
Maybe?
Maybe it's an X-ray thing?
Not for them. I think majority of them,
Is there a separate tool? That'd be pretty cool.
protection would be nice. Alright, again, you're done. Let me get my boomerang now.
No, it don't look like it's on sale.
Is it 20 bucks right now?
It don't say.
Hello? Who's there?
May.
That's you, May? You're here?
Yeah.
Really? What are you doing here?
From this Derek plane.
That was fucks my death right after.
Derek?
Bro.
Hmm.
It's not even that hard.
I don't know, man. You tell me.
I mean, we're not gonna spend much more time in this game. At least make it work on. But that one wormhole you could have used, you probably could have used in the middle of the boss battle. Because when we're fighting the boss, then it's a problem.
So what are you doing right now, May?
You don't want to use it,
I'm actually very triggered right now.
Why are you so tryhard in Overwatch?
Not try hard, it's just that people are
Very
ignorant.
things will be about, like, saving
Damn.
the wormhole.
Yeah. A friend of mine had disconnected and then these two retards were just talking
Have to
about
be
shit.
wise
I was
in
like, the
this.
dude didn't leave rage quit, he just disconnected. And then they just started assuming so much shit just because I said the dude disconnected. Like, they were so pushed by it, they were so triggered.
I've forced fighters on
You know,
me
they
right
started assuming my whole life. They were like, oh my god, is he your boyfriend? Is he this and that?
now.
Why are you
I'm
trying to
literally
defend
gonna
your
get a
boyfriend?
spider
You got
ban.
shitty computer, shitty internet.
Yeah, mine. I got a slime ban or something.
They're so ignorant. games that I want to stream.
Yeah, I'm kind of like skilled, but I just can't. Dude, there's so many. Dude, am I in the
I wonder what this is doing.
farm or fighter game?
What did that do?
Finally built it.
I don't think it did what I wanted it to do.
That's way too cool. Yo,
Let's see what that did. Oh, did nothing. Sure.
No, I don't have the patience for doing this scavenger thing, so whatever. I just build it and it is what it is.
Oh, death.
What are you doing right now, Gabriel?
I am playing Dreams.
Dreams?
Yeah. It's a game where you could make games or play other games people made.
Sure, cool.
At least chill for
It's like Roblox kind of, like, different.
It's kind of like Roblox, but different.
Wait, you see that? Look at that, bro. Goofy, I can't be bothered to make this even, man. Like, if I really not care, then maybe
Hello there.
not saying that I don't care about it, but like, my one spot on it. How many layers do you think you should have? Oh, you could have said that earlier. I don't even think
Oh, man, I'm gonna download that mod for Minecraft.
of how this boss is.
No, I think I should start
I'll
playing
make
Minecraft, a
one
more peaceful game.
We can at least have something. You gotta remember, you do know how to bring up the dude, right? Yeah.
Oh,
But you're gonna have to have like one all the way at the top here and one all the way down here, right? So you're gonna have two. You can have like maybe. I'm being wasteful because I'm not spacing them out. Or sometimes maybe just like
I don't know what this is. Let me leave this. Don't say it.
Alright, yeah, no, just make that right. That's it. Why can't I have nothing wrong with that? One campfire should be fine. We can always make more if you want to be safe. Yeah, boss. Yeah, give me how many?
Yeah, let me start here.
I hope you've got your imp under control, I've got some spectacular tricks to show you, and some that are just alright. In this tutorial, you'll master the basic controls you learned in the home space. But this time, you'll have the full freedom of edit mode. Use the video player to play through the tutorial. Follow the steps carefully. It's not just about getting to the end, it's the journey that counts. So here we are. This is where the magic happens. Edit mode. The row of buttons you can see is the assembly menu. That's where you'll find all the tools and modes you need to construct your scenes. It can be opened and closed by pressing the square button. You won't need it just yet, so go ahead and close it with square. Somewhere in this scene I've hidden a puppet, which we'll need in later tutorials. I've left some clues to help you find it. Use the camera controls you learned in the home space to investigate the island. Here's a quick reminder. Move around the island using the left stick. Push it left and right to move sideways, and up and down to move forwards and backwards. Use the right stick to look around the scene. To move up and down in the scene, just hold L1, then push the left stick up and down. Use the left and right sticks to look around the island. If you go flying off in the wrong direction and lose your bearings, don't worry. Just hover over the mode icon in the corner of the screen. In assembly mode, the icon is a puzzle piece. Here you'll find a camera bookmark that'll take you back to where you started in the scene. Select it with X and you'll be back in familiar territory. Can you find anything here that looks like a clue? Once you've found the clue, you're ready to move on to the next step. Press the arrow button on the video to continue.
It's probably the water that's... Oh, but I need a deal good, because I don't want to put in the box for, like, this EV issue. I'll get through at least, like, maybe one or two. We might have to hand raise it, because, like, there's water. Yeah, but we're gonna be fascinating water.
Did you find that clue? It was on the back of one of those shapes. Looks a bit like a rocket. I do love a cryptic message. Why don't you look around for any rocket-related goings-on? Ah, look over there, on that island in the distance. Those shapes look a lot like the ones in the clue. Go on, fly over there and check it out. That island is quite far away though. A good opportunity to practice using the grab cam. Do you remember how to do that?
Yeah, you gotta be really good at that.
To use the grab cam, just hover your imp over an object you want to go to, then hold R1. Your imp will grab onto the object. Now push up on the left stick to zoom forward. The further you push the left stick, the faster you'll move. Once you reach the island, release R1 to stop using the grab. Make sure you're looking right at the cylinder and the cone. The GrabCam is a powerful tool for navigating scenes.
Yeah, it starts to get harder.
In fact, it's so powerful, you could easily get lost in the scene if you accidentally grabbed the wrong object or zoomed out too far. But you can get back to where you started by using the camera bookmark.
Yeah, dude, look.
Just hover over the mode icon, then select the camera bookmark with X. If you need to rewatch any of the tutorial steps, you can. Use the skip buttons on the video player to move between tutorial steps. There's also a button to rewind 10 seconds if you miss something. Start the next step when you're ready to continue.
Bro, yo, where the hell?
Think back to the
I
first
literally don't know where he's at.
The cone was on top of the cylinder, right? In edit mode, you interact with everything using your imp.
I'm gonna be real with you, I did not think
your
you were
imp's
gonna do
pointy part. See how there's an icon in a circle there? That shows you what tool the imp is
Yeah, you
using.
see now. Well,
Right now,
I
it's the
beat it.
arrows icon,
like
which
a
means
front
the
That
imp
would
is
have been
using
the
the
time
move
one
tool.
more.
That's
like
the
a almost
default
full
tool
team.
in edit mode, because
Like, what
editing
if
the
I
scene
didn't
means
beat him?
moving things around
And
a
I
lot.
almost died.
Let's see the imp in action.
You would have had a wormhole?
First, grab the cone.
Yes,
Hover over
that
it
could
with
have
your imp
happened.
and hold R2.
Yo, we can
Now
actually do
your
it.
imp has the cone. Use the controller's motion sensor function to move it around. Try to put it on top of the cylinder, just like in the clue.
You didn't get the
Use the
trophy
left
this
stick
time,
to
so
move
we
the
didn't
cone
go
backwards
easy.
and forwards.
Alright,
Objects and scenes can intersect and overlap, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Get it roughly into place, and I'll show you how to refine it later. If the video player gets in your way, grab and move it with your imp using R2.
Oh, yeah, we still
You
might.
can even minimize the video and play along with audio only. Or maximize
I'm
it
kind
to
of
watch
surprised
in
it did the King Slime
instructions
one,
view.
although, you know, it's
In
King
instructions
Slime, but
view,
we didn't
you
even
also
have
get
no
a
video.
step-by-step guide for the video.
Yeah, I'm surprised on that.
When you've got the cone in place, you're ready for the next step.
We might actually start getting meteors now.
Now, that looks
Yeah,
pretty
because
good,
meteors are based
at least
on,
from this angle. Creating
destroying
scenes
the
in
orbs, and
three-dimensional
also,
space
like, I think
means
that's
that you should
something
always look at your
about
creations from different angles. The easiest way to do that is with the GrabCam. Instead of moving the objects you
You got the
grab,
bag, right?
GrabCam moves your point of view around them. Try it out on the cone. Hover over it, then press and hold R1. Pushing the left and right sticks moves your point of view around the cone. Easy! Now that you can get a proper look at it, check that the cone is on straight. Unlike mine,
Do you have tissue sample?
let go of R1 to stop using the GrabCam. And use R2 to make any adjustments you need.
Still my
Here's an illustration called Nudge.
tissue sample.
If you don't press R2 all the way down, but just hold it lightly, you can move the cone slowly, giving you finer control.
They have over.
If you need a reminder of the controls at any time, select the mode icon in the corner of the screen. This menu. Now, that looks pretty good, at least from this angle. Creating scenes in three-dimensional space means that you should always look at your creations from different... with the...
Yeah, we have 92
Here's a little
good
secret
things.
called Nudge. If you don't press R2 all the way down, but just hold it lightly, you can move the cone slowly, giving you finer control. If you need a reminder of the controls at any time, select the mode icon in the corner of the screen. This menu shows you the mode you're in, the tool you're using, and a list of controls. Select the
I
button
wouldn't
again
say
to hide
easy.
the controls.
We considered a pre-hardboard boss,
Once you're happy the cone is straight,
but
you can move
it
on
is
to the
possible
next
to
step.
beat him. It's just like really,
But I won't let it
not
get
really hard. It's just like
saying what people can reach.
it's like past catastrophic. It's like catastrophic. It's not just some, huh?
Like girls can never catch a break.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it's not just something that we could be like, oh.
I have people like yo, they were like, oh, this
Of
will
course,
never
after
be
I make
equal.
the film, they are
Men and women were not meant to be equal. Yeah, yo, you're right. It's because people like you, man.
I'm gonna start off with the essentials, and then we'll get
Hmm.
not that we need
Hmm.
So I'm assuming you want a full Crimson Armor, right?
Hey, look at that.
Did you
Another
have
clue. It's a molecule. I know because I put it there. Just play along with me.
Something, you know.
Why don't you look around with the
What
right
is it
stick
called again?
and see if you can find another molecule. There's one,
Wait, this
over
one,
there by that
the
island.
tungsten thing.
You're hot on the trail. Before
Yahoo!
you go zooming over there with the grab cam, there's an even faster way
Yeah,
to
the
zip
Crimson
around
Armor is
scenes.
like 676, I think.
Hover
gives
your
the same
imp over
defense,
that orange cube in the
anyways,
distance.
but it also gives you increased
Now hold
damage by
L1
9%
and then press
and
R1,
faster
the
reload.
grab cam button. You don't have to hold it or use the stick this time.
We can actually get 2 full
See?
sets.
Told you it was quicker. L1 is a very special button. You know
Okay,
the way
if you
that
have
on a computer
spare, I'll
keyboard,
take the
holding down
helmet.
shift changes what some keys do?
And you have the
Well,
mace
in
for-
Dreams, holding down L1 changes what the
Actually, I
other
don't need
buttons
it
do.
though, because now after
For
we get
example, holding L1 while using the left stick makes you go up and down instead of forwards and backwards. That's not all it can do though. You'll learn lots of L1 shortcuts as you play through the
Yeah, we're gonna
tutorials.
have to fight him again.
Now that you know how to move around quickly, see if you can find the next clue somewhere on this island. Remember to use the grab cam to look around the whole island. Once you've found the clue, you can move on.
No, we don't have a chest for us.
Did you find the next clue?
Hmm.
It was on the back of the orange cube. What on earth could it mean? If I had eyes, I would wink at you right now.
You just saw there, throw it away.
I can't see any other green trash cans around. Unless,
I got that thing.
of course, the trash can is the icon for the delete tool. I'm so devious. That must mean you need to delete the orange cube. Here's a reminder of how to delete things in edit mode. Hover your imp over the cube, then press the triangle
Yeah,
button,
they're in a really good location.
and it's gone.
Right?
These tools are powerful.
But let me check.
Delete the orange sphere next. If you change your mind or delete the wrong thing, you can press undo, which is the left directional button. And if you want to redo, just press the right directional button.
I got this so fast.
You can undo and redo pretty much anything, not just deletions. Oh look, there was a clue hidden in the cube. An arrow.
You're telling me we could have had that?
Perhaps there's another one like it nearby. Look around with the right stick and see if you can spot it.
I thought you needed the
Once you've found it, you can move on to the next step.
Maggie Luminescence. What it does.
That That was my final clue telling you where to go. The island right above us. I know you're an expert in moving around with the left and right stick now, but let's practice strafing up and down with the left stick. Remember, holding L1 modifies what the buttons do, like shift on a computer keyboard. Normally, the left stick moves you backwards and forwards in the direction you're facing. But if you hold L1 at the same time, the left stick will make you move up and down instead. Try getting up to the last island using this technique. Position yourself so you're looking at the orange arrow which is pointing up. Now hold L1 and push up on the left stick. We have liftoff.
But what I am gonna give to both of us.
Keep pushing the left stick until you reach the island.
This is some pretty good grass. Never seen grass this fine.
When you're ready, move on to the next step.
Grass.
Alright, which pickaxe do you want? The first one or the second one?
Grass is pretty hot.
Right. Here's the puppet I reserved for you. Let's call her Connie, because she looks like a cone. We need to help Connie walk through the door to complete this tutorial. To do that, we're going to have to switch over to play mode. Remember, right now you're in edit mode. This is where you create and edit your scenes. In play mode, you can experience the scene just like a player would if they found it in the Dreamverse. You can't make any changes in play mode, but you can take control of characters and try out what you've made. Switch over to play mode now. Just press the options button on your controller. Hover over the controller icon with your imp, then press X to select it. To control a puppet in a scene, you first need to possess it with R2. Try that now.
Barriers.
She's full of beans, isn't she? I picked her just for you. Walk her around a bit, then take her through the door to finish this tutorial. Oh, looks like the
Playing some dreams.
There's more to Connie than meets the eye, though. She might be able to reach it if you make her jump by pressing X. Oops. I remember now. I always forget to put the steps in. Better head back into edit mode. To switch back to edit mode, just press Options, then select the pencil icon. Did you see those stairs on the island below us? Those might come in handy now, so strafe down to them with L1 and the left stick. If you've deleted the stairs, you can use Undo by pressing the left directional button. Just keep pressing it until the stairs come back. Okay, press and hold R2 to grab them. Now without letting go, hold L1 and use the left stick to strafe back up to Connie. Place the stairs in front of the door and let go of R2. There, that should do it. It's back to play mode now. Remember, press Options, then select the controller icon with X. You'll be switching back and forth between edit and play mode a lot when you're creating your own scenes. It's a great way to test out your scenes, making sure they look and work just how you want them to. Okay, I think we can get Connie to the next lesson now. All we need to do is walk her through the door. Possess Connie with R2, then climb up the stairs.
But
what are you waiting for? Get in there.
If we fight the boss again now, would you be willing to go all the way to hell? Like hell, bro. You know what hell is in this game, right? Yes. Yes. Like, no, like the actual, like where the demons spawn in the game.
Now you've got the hang of moving things around in edit mode, it's time to master manipulating objects. Just as well, because Connie's friend Cuthbert fell asleep in the Dreamiverse and got stranded. Yes, he's a cube with legs. Connie didn't choose her friends. So, we need to fix these platforms if she's going to reach the flag and get to Cuthbert. Before we start, you can switch to play mode to see how a player would experience the scene.
Oh wow, I got murdered.
You'll always need to test things out in play mode while dream shaping, so it's a good habit to get into.
Whatever, it gives me
Press
plus
the
5
options
speed,
button,
so I'll
then
take it.
select play mode with X. Its
Hey,
icon
damn it.
looks like a controller. Once you're in play mode, take control of Connie with R2, and we'll see how far she can go.
Not too far.
Start by
Oh.
jumping over to the first platform. Oh dear. Looks like it's too far for Connie.
This narrator's funny.
To do that, head back into edit.
To do that, head back into edit mode.
So, open the options menu and select the button with the pencil icon. Once you're in edit mode, move on to the next step.
I didn't find the game, not the one. I was like, yo, we should put this game.
We have to do something about these platforms if Connie's gonna reach the other side. First, let's get a good look at them. Move your view side onto Connie on the first pink platform. Don't forget, you can hold L1 while using the left stick to strafe up and down.
Oh, pretty good.
See the dotted outlines? That's where the platforms should be. So let's put them in place with the imp. The imp has this equipped by default. To move things, hover the tip of your...
I feel like, wait, coming out of nowhere, I get lucky.
Yeah, so as long because remember it's 5 players, it's you and 2 other people, and that's it, you kind of dominate the chat.
It's all right.
Imp over them, and press and hold R2. Move it where you want it, and release R2. Try it now with the first movable platform. Grab it with R2, slide it over so it lines up with the pink outlines, and release R2. You can get a slower, more precise movement using nudge. To nudge an object, just hold R2 softly. The imp will go all stretchy, allowing you to move the object with more precision.
No, it's alright.
Use the left stick to move the platform backwards, forwards, left and right. And if you need to try again, just undo your action.
Okay, playing this without the motion control is kind of funny.
By pressing the left directional button.
You mean autistic game?
When the platform is in the right spot,
Yeah.
you're ready for the next step.
Every time I never
Now that the first platform's in position, let's test it out. Open the options menu and select play mode with X. Connie's on the starting platform, ready for another try. Take control of her with R2 and see if she can jump over the gap now. Hope you need it this time.
There's a barrier there.
If not, you can always go back and edit things. In fact, let's try doing that now and see what happens. Select edit mode from the options menu. Look at that. Connie isn't in her starting place anymore. That's because time passes when you're in play mode. And the scene doesn't rewind automatically when you return to edit mode. Instead, things will be frozen in the state you left them when you were playing. Always keep this in mind when switching modes. But you can easily rewind things. Just press L3
Wait, you
by
have a
clicking
bomb?
in the left stick on your controller. Now time's rewound back to the beginning.
Oh, huh?
Doing this won't reset any changes you made in edit mode. See, Connie is back to her starting position, but the platform remains where you left it. Try to get into the habit of rewinding time after you play scenes. That way, you'll avoid any problems. There are times when it's useful to leave things as they are after playing, but when in doubt, rewind. Okay, if your platform's in the right place and you've had a successful test run with Connie, you can move on to the next step.
Yo, what the hell happened? It didn't move, man. Oh, he gave me a confusion.
Let's sort out the next platform now. It's the middle one that's lying on its side. Before you can match it up with the outline, you'll need to stand it upright. So you'll have to rotate it first. You can rotate objects in edit mode by grabbing them with L2. Give it a go now. Hover over the fallen platform, then press and hold L2. Now you can rotate it by tilting your controller. This is a great way of making smaller adjustments. You can also rotate it fully by using the left and right sticks while holding L2. The motion sensor function is disabled when you do this, so you don't have to worry about tilting your controller. If you want to reactivate the motion sensor function, just let go of the shape and grab it again with L2. Bear in mind that your imp's tip is at the center point of the rotation, so you can grab the platform at different points and see how it affects the rotation. All that rotating has made the platform a bit wonky. So let's undo all that with the left directional button and start again. Grab and hold L2 over the platform and try to rotate it into a vertical position.
I just press triangle and realign
Once
it.
you have it more or less upright, you can let go of L2. This time, grab the platform with R2, so you can move it into the matching blue outline. Remember, holding R2 more softly will let you move the platform with more precision. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can try rotating it with the touchpad too. That's quite a lot of buttons to remember, isn't it? Well, if you ever forget what to press, just look at the prompts around your imp. Or select the mode icon in the top left of the screen with X. They'll show you what buttons you can use in any situation. Practice rotating things with L2 until you're comfortable. Then move on to the next step. Now that you know how to rotate objects, here's a useful tip. When you rotate something by hand, like this platform, it might end up a little wonky. But there's a really simple way of fixing that. You can realign objects by grabbing them with L2 or R2 and then pressing triangle. This will snap whatever shape you're grabbing to the nearest right angle. Make sure you're grabbing an object before you press triangle though, or you might end up deleting it. If you do delete something by accident, remember you can undo your mistake by pressing the left directional button. Once you're happy with the position and alignment of the middle platform, you should switch over to play mode and test it out. So, select the controller icon in the options menu. And possess Connie to see how far she can get. You're almost there now. Just switch back to edit mode and fix that final platform.
Oh my god, what's that cube doing?
Remember to rewind time with L3. Now we can go on to the next step. Now the only thing separating Connie from Cuthbert is the final platform. Oh, it looks a bit small compared to the others. I'm not sure Connie will be able to use it, no matter how much you rotate it. We're gonna have to make it bigger, or scale it up, as we Dream Shapers say. Hover over the final platform now, and hold the up directional button to make it bigger. Remember how the imp was the center point of a rotation earlier? Well, here its position determines where the object scales from. Try hovering over the platform in different places, and see how that affects the scaling. And if it gets too tall, you can just hold the down directional button to shrink it. Get the final platform into its matching frame at the right height. Okay, when everything is where it should be, go into play mode and see if Connie can reach the flag.
So, question. Where do you want to dig hell?
Once Connie reaches the flag, head into edit mode again and go to the next
Where do you
step.
want to dig to? We could dig down here. Like, yeah, you see, like, we could do that, but...
Well, I could go through this person, can I? No, they have a barrier.
Because it's so much convenient.
Hurrah! Connie and Cuthbert have been reunited. But now they need to find a way out before Cuthbert falls asleep again. So let's learn how to find a door in the Dreamiverse. Go to the assembly menu, which is the row of buttons at the top of the screen. The assembly menu disappears when you're busy working on a scene, to make sure it doesn't get in the way. So if you can't see it, just press square to open it. Here you'll find all the assembly tools, modes, and gadgets. If you ever wonder what a button does, just hover over it for a few seconds to see more info. This menu is also where the search button lives. It's the one with the magnifying glass. Select it now with X. The search button takes you to the Dreamiverse, where you'll find all the things created by dreamers from around the world.
So we don't even need to go all the way
But for
down
this
there.
tutorial, I've
see
made a
what I
collection of
mean?
elements for you
We're
to
living
use
in
in
a
the scene.
swamp, bro.
Let's see if we can find a door in the Start Dreaming
There's
collection.
even more.
Select it with X. Have a look
Yeah,
around.
because-
What elements do we have here in the
Yeah,
collection?
bro, we're living in Shrek house.
Ah, there it is. A
We're in Shrek's
door.
hood, yeah.
Select it with X now. You should know this isn't just any door. It's a very special one. It has some animation and logic built into it, so it will magically open when Connie goes near it. Now that it's on your imp, you can scale it with the up and down directional buttons, or rotate it with L2, or the touchpad.
Dude, we're
See
living
the
in
outline
Shrek's
at the
hood,
top of the
bro.
final platform? That's where the door needs to go.
Hey, bro,
Use
keep on
R2
taking
or
part.
X to stamp it into place.
Look how much
Notice
more
how
we
your
got.
imp still
It's
has
so
a door attached even after you've stamped it down. That's what happens
You
with
drowned,
elements from the
bro.
Dreamiverse. That way, you can place as many as you need in a scene. We only need one door in
Yeah,
this
I'm on
scene
the-
though,
I'm on
so
the
you can
second floor
remove
of
the
the
door
mushroom
element
vine,
from
and
your
I'm
imp
still
by
drowning.
pressing circle.
Water's still flowing.
The circle button removes whatever
No,
tool,
we have to
gadget,
start
or
digging.
element your imp
Like,
has
if we
equipped,
wait any longer,
replacing it with the
we
move
can't go
tool.
down there. So water's still flowing.
Okay, I think we're done here. Nice work completing the scene.
You're gonna fall in water, man.
All that's left now is to switch to play mode and walk Connie straight through the door to end this tutorial.
Grab more up so we can find ourselves. But now just fall down and
Oh, that's so wacky.
Are you sleeping or something? No, it's literally 12.
Oh, we're getting water's in it. How is it gonna be water?
It's literally like 12:56, 11 a.m., but still.
My brain was actually gonna say water's gonna be, it still makes sense, bro. Look how much water we have. There's water! That's it, bro. We're living in a swamp, huh? In case we officially found out that Delario was... No, bro. It's not even funny at this point. What the hell? Barely, bro. Wait, I'm gonna drop.
Not many things left to do. Actually, never mind. There's a lot of things to do. But let's do it. I got a lot of time on my hands.
Now you know how to grab, rotate, and scale objects. It's time I showed you how to clone things.
Oh, yes.
Cuthbert has managed to get himself stuck again. Luckily, I've set up the scene so that we can use the clone tool to rescue him. With this tool, you can make exact copies of anything in the scene. This makes it one of the most useful tools in a Dream Shaper's toolbox. You'll also get a chance to practice with all the other tools that you've learned so far.
I don't remember them.
Connie off this platform, maybe
Actually,
she'll help us. Let's use the clone tool on this one small block to create a bridge. Remember how we used the L1 button to modify how the grab cam and the left stick work? Well, it can also change how the grab button works. Hover over the floating block with your imp and hold L1. Now grab the block with R2. And remember that if you press it gently, you can move it more slowly. Now you have another block. That's because grabbing things while holding L1 creates a clone of that object. Once you've created the clone, you can release L1, but don't let go of R2 until you're ready to place it in the scene. When you found the right spot, release R2 to put it down. You can treat a cloned object just like you would any other element. You can move it with R2 and rotate it with L2. And scale it up and down with the directional buttons. Of course, anything you do to the block can be undone with the left directional button. You can even clone the cloned block. Let's do that next. Hover over it, hold L1, then press and hold R2. You can use the clone tool to build a bridge between the first two platforms. Or you can create floating blocks for Connie to jump on. All that matters is that she can get to the next platform, so make sure you test your work in play mode. When Connie can get across, go back to edit mode, rewind time with L3, and move on to the next step.
We have the water go down to the left, that's gonna be hella.
Nice.
There's already water down. There's already that's not jellyfish to me. Also,
You should invest in dreams, Chris. It'll help you learn some stuff. Chris, you there?
Yes, I'm there right here. Like what is it called, an elevator or a water base?
Oh wow, I made it. Let's go. Oh, never mind.
Getting Connie to that third platform looks easy enough. There's half a bridge between them, so we can just clone this block to finish it off.
Imagine going on mute.
Hold L1 and grab the block with R2 to clone it. Let go of L1 to stop cloning, then place the clone by releasing R2 to complete the bridge. That doesn't look quite right. Might need to try something different here. Why don't we rotate the clone? Hold L2 over it, then push the right stick sideways. Well, it's better, but now they don't match. We should probably undo everything with the left directional button and start again. This time, we'll make the arches match up by flipping the clone. Here's how you flip objects. First, hover over the arch and hold L1. Then gently grab the arch with R2 to create a clone. Remember, release L1 once you've made the clone. You have to release it or the next part won't work. Here comes the cool bit. While still holding the arch, click the L3 button on your controller to flip the arch horizontally. That's all there is to it. Now you try. Hold L1 and grab the arch with R2 to clone it. Release L1 and flip the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the clone while you're holding it by pressing the triangle button. Now, let's see what happens if you click R3. Nice! The arch is flipped vertically instead. We should probably line it up with the first arch now, and release R2 to place it down. Ah! We probably should have flipped it back first. No problem. Just grab it with R2 and flip it again with R3. Time to switch over to play mode and see how things are working. If Connie can get across the bridge to the third platform, you're ready to move on. But first return to edit mode and rewind time.
Hold on. That don't look right.
Mode and see how things are working.
I didn't do it.
Pressing the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the clone while you're holding it by pressing the triangle button. Now, let's see what happens if you click R3. Nice! The arch is flipped vertically instead. We should probably line it up pressing the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the clone while you're holding it by pressing the triangle button. Now, let's see what happens if you click R3. Nice. The arch is flipped vertically instead. We should probably line it up with the first arch now. And
What?
release R2
What the hell
to
did
place
this
it
man
down.
even do?
Ah. Pressing the triangle button, the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the arch button on your R2 to create a clone. Remember, release L1 once you've made the clone. You have to release it or the next part won't work. Here comes the cool bit. While still holding the arch, click the L3 button on your controller to flip the arch horizontally. That's all there is to it.
Bruh.
Now you try. Hold L1 and grab the arch with R2 to clone it. Release L1 and flip the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the clone while you're holding it by pressing the triangle button. Now, let's see what happens if you click R3.
They're like, yo, what the hell is
Nice! The arch is flipped vertically instead. We should probably line it up with the first arch now, and release R2 to place it down. Ah, we probably should have flipped it back first. No problem, just grab it with R2 and flip it again with R3. Time to switch over to play mode and see how things are working. If Connie can get across the bridge to the third platform, you're ready to move on. But first return to edit mode and rewind time.
Sleep paralysis.
boom? I just heard that thing. Like, the sound.
Alright.
Okay, so I think the map is like, I'm about to say, no way there's that much water. Hey, bottom of it. Yeah. For me, it's just that there's no water there. Like, it's low when I climb. That sucks that our water never otherwise, getting hustle would have been a breeze. I do have an obsidian skin potion, so it's still gonna be a breeze. Wait, how do we get these shadow keys, bro? I forgot. Oh, I think we get them from the dungeon. Bro, we're ahead of us ourselves. We need to be in the dungeon. Let's go right first. Alright, try and find an obsidian skin potion.
Oh.
Like, I do whatever it takes. That's what I meant.
Oh no. How will I ever get across?
Okay, Connie, we've almost made it to the door. Ah, but she needs to go across and up now. Good thing you already know how to make clones because we're gonna need them. So hold L1 and grab the block with R2 to clone it.
It's a pet, not a summon.
Now place that clone a little higher than the original. And you know
Pretty
what?
sure that's rare.
There's a better way. So let's undo that with the left
It's a
direction
rare
button.
drop you can get.
We're gonna try a new technique called repeat cloning. I bet you can already guess what it does. That's right, it lets you make lots of clones at once. Let's give it a go. Hover over the block again, hold L1 and press and hold R2. Release L1 once you've made the clone.
What's it called?
And move the block up and along.
You can lift.
Don't put it down yet though. This is where you become a cloning expert. Without letting go of the first clone, press the right directional button to create a second one. And, you guessed it, another press will create a third one. In fact, you can just keep pressing right to create more and more clones in a sequence.
What?
And if the button to though, release L1 once you've made the clone. And move the block up and along.
We said the same thing.
Don't put it down yet though. This is where you become a cloning expert. Without letting go of the first clone, press the right directional button to create a second one. And, you guessed it, another press will create a third one. In fact, you can just keep pressing right to create more and more clones in a sequence. And if you make too many, no problem. Just press the left directional button to remove any clones you don't want.
Right directional button?
All the clones are spaced evenly, and you can move the whole sequence by simply moving the clone that's on your imp. If you move the clone up, you can create a staircase. As always, put it down by releasing R2. Once the clones are in place, they won't be in a sequence anymore. You'll have to edit each block individually. See the dotted line around them? That's a selection. When you put repeat clones down, they're always selected automatically. That means you can move them as a group.
Oh shoot, we need a seating for the custom armor.
If you only want to move one block, you can deselect the group by pressing
Not much
circle.
though. Like, probably the ones that are up there.
If you want to find out more, there's a whole tutorial on selecting and grouping objects.
'Cause I already have 100.
Move on to the next step when you're ready.
I don't know how much. Oh, bro. Dude, yo, I am way off. Holy crap. You only need 135 health, and you know how much I have? 250 right now. A goblin army. Great. Yeah. It's like, you know those videos where like they have the sponsors out of nowhere? It's like they're talking about something random and out of it's just Raid Shadow. That's what just happened to me right now.
The thing is in the way.
They don't even have like that short cut where it's like, and now a sponsor, so and now a moment for our sponsor, and then they start. It's just like, yo, bro, it's just like you know what I'm talking about, right? Those random cuts that they do sometimes. Yeah. Not even like letting know, and now a word from our sponsor. I just showed up like to talk about something else, like how I was doing right now. It's just rage. That was the job. Yeah, it's like, oh shoot, yo, I'm going overboard. Rage Shadow. I mean, bro, I should. Yeah, stop.
It's kind of okay.
Let's get back to the staircase.
I mean, yeah,
It's
let's
looking
go back.
pretty good, but I have one more thing to show you before you move on. Let's get rid of all the clones we've made by pressing the left directional button a few times. You'll notice all the repeated clones are undone together. Now hover over the first block, hold L1, then grab it to create a new clone. Remember to release L1 once you've made the clone, otherwise the next bit won't work. This time, move the block where you want the last step of the staircase to be. There, right in
I'll
front
get the
of the
right
door.
side and you get the left side, I guess.
Don't let go of R2 yet though. Instead, press the left directional button and... look at that. You've created a sequence of clones between your imp and the original block. You can keep pressing left to create more steps, or right to remove them. Once you're happy with your staircase, let go of R2 to place it in the scene. You can create incredible shapes with repeat cloning, so feel free to experiment. How you position the first clone will affect all the repeated clones. Rotating the clones, for example, will let you build ramps and spirals. And if you scale the clone with the up button, you can create a sequence that increases in size.
Ain't no way I'm losing that, huh?
So try different approaches and see what you can come up with.
Bro, you got the brainer confusion on?
If the path is clear for Connie, switch over to play mode to test the scene.
No, they put the
Get
slime.
Connie to the final platform, then get her to open the door for Cuthbert.
No, we can get it back.
If you feel like you've mastered cloning and flipping, walk Connie through the door to complete the tutorial. Good work.
They killed my boy, and they killed the guide as well. They didn't even give us a chance to do it. Yeah, that's messed up.
Huh. Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty much just a range guys.
So many archers, oh my god.
Yeah, I see. And I don't even think we get anything good from this. Like, I only get good loot and hard mode. Like, we get the Goblin Tinker, which is nice, but aside from that, this is just like for money, pretty much. Which I keep on losing. Dude, they took all of the gold I had, bro. Yo, they got in the house. Bro, stupid thieves that break through the food. Probably got like 40 gold from that.
If you feel like you've mastered cloning and flipping,
Yeah, no,
walk Connie through the door to complete the tutorial. Good work.
I'm not gonna bother using healing books unless yeah, you guys the thieves that do that. The ones with the mats. It's taking all my money now. Look at that, right? The whole army of that matter. Yeah, there's one trying to break into the demolition. Trying to kill my boy.
Welcome to part 4 of our Start Dreaming tutorials.
Yeah, close the door.
I see Cuthbert has managed to get himself in a
Good luck trying to
pickle.
close that door.
Connie, how do you put up with him? What a spanner. But with Connie's help, we can rescue him.
Oh my god.
This time around, I'll show you how to select and group your creations and how to scope in and out of groups.
We'll get it. We lost two.
Luckily,
two already.
someone left behind a block for us to use. Remember how to repeat clone blocks to create a bridge? Well, let's do that again. Move your view side on to the block in the gap. Hold L1, then grab the block with R2. Move it with the motion sensor function to create a clone. Just like last time, let go of L1 while still holding R2. Then press the directional buttons to make more clones.
Help my boy out, bro. Yo, look, they
If you
actually
rotate the
jumping on
first
it,
block
man.
a little before you clone it, you can make an arch. Use L2 to make the first block angle up
Just
slightly,
trying to give you good prices.
then
now,
make the
man.
clone angle down.
This guy is greedy as hell, man.
Press the left directional button to
Hold
repeat
on.
the clone, and the clones will while move it with the motion sensor function to create a clone. Just like last time, let go of L1 while still holding R2. Then press the directional buttons to make more clones. If you rotate the first block a little before you clone it, you can make an arch. Use L2 to make the first block angle up slightly, then make the clone angle down. Press the left directional button to repeat clone, and the clones will line up to make an arch. Amazing, right? Let's quickly test that in play mode. Looks great. Switch back to edit mode, rewind time, and go to the next step of the tutorial.
Some of the other ones that you passed by have borders. Yeah, but they're trying to get away with it, man. Well, I mean, I got a harpoon that does 28 damage. For how that thing shoots only 28. We're gonna get overrun by ghosts. We have a great charge, right? That's how bad it was. Alright, finally out of that. The nice peaceful rain. I guess I'll put my spiky all the way.
Oof.
Damn, brother, even two stones inside. They massacred us, that.
Yeah? Hmm? Playing dreams. Hmm?
Now, you probably
Alright.
noticed that all the blocks, the original as well as its clones, were selected automatically after cloning. You can tell when things are selected because they have an animated dashed outline. But after we switched between play and edit modes, everything was deselected. So let's select them again. All you have to do is hover your imp over one of the blocks and press X. There's the outline again. Now do the same to the rest until the whole bridge is selected. Can you see how each block has its own outline, with a double line where they meet? That's because they're still individual elements.
Let me just ask the guy.
You can deselect them one at a time with X, but it's much quicker if you deselect them all at once with Circle. Give it a try. There's also a faster way of selecting multiple objects. Just select one as before, but this time keep X held down. Now move your imp to select the others. Better than selecting one at a time, right? So much faster. The great thing about having multiple objects selected is that you can manipulate them as if they were one object. For example, if all the blocks are selected, You can clone the bridge sideways to create a double bridge. Plenty of room for Connie to cross it without falling off the edge. Try it in play mode. Once Connie is across the gap, go back to edit mode and move on to the next step. You know, this bridge would be really useful to help Connie cross to the next platform. Use X to select all the blocks again. If we're going to use this bridge a lot, we can make it into a group. That way, it will behave like a single element and you won't have to keep selecting all the blocks. Have you noticed the menu at the side of the screen? It appears when you have one or more objects selected. That's the context menu. The options it gives you will depend on the situation you're in. In this case, all the buttons relate to selected objects. Look for the plus sign. That's the icon for the group button. The number next to it tells you how many objects you've selected. You can use this button now to turn all of those
Oh my god.
into a...
I need to be right back.
We needed a help for getting this stuff. After how I guess. You're good, you can continue
Alrighty. I'm back. Let's go. What's up, man?
Group. There we go. The bridge is now a single element. Group. There we go. The bridge is now a single element. You can tell because it has one outline around it instead of one around each block. And if you look over at the context menu, you'll see the group button now says ungroup. Use it if you want to break a group up. But we still need it to help Connie. So let's clone this bridge and place it between the second and third platforms. Just like before, hold L1 and grab the bridge with R2 to clone it. As always, remember to let go of L1. We don't need to test the bridge to see that it's not going to get Connie to the third platform. But don't worry, we'll fix that in the next step when you're ready to move on. Our bridge needs a bit of work if it's going to reach the next platform. This is the perfect opportunity to learn a new technique, scoping in. Scoping in means you can jump into a group and edit the contents individually without having to ungroup it first. And since you can only edit things inside the group, you don't have to worry about messing up anything outside it. Let's give it a try now. Select the bridge with X if it isn't already selected. Then find the Scope In button at the bottom of the context menu. Notice that it's showing you a shortcut for it, L1 and X. So hover over the bridge group, hold L1 and press X. Now you're scoped in.
The sounds.
We can now edit all the parts as if it wasn't a group.
Ew.
If you want to really focus on just the group, you can hide everything else in the scene. Just use the Hide Everything Else button in the context menu. The icon looks like a closed eye. There's also a Scope Out button in the top right corner.
I guess.
This is how you exit groups.
Why?
Try scoping out now. Select the button with X or use the shortcut, L1 and circle. That's it. Now scope back in again so we can fix the bridge. Just hover over it, hold L1 and press X. I think what Connie needs to reach it. Try scoping out now. Select the button with X or use the shortcut, L1 and circle. That's it. Now scope back in again so we can fix the bridge. Just hover over it, hold L1 and press X. I think what Connie needs to reach the next platform is a staircase. So use the Move and Clone tools to create a new one. To create X. Try scoping out now. Select the button with X or use the shortcut, L1 and circle. That's it. Now scope back in again so we can fix the bridge. Just hover over it, hold L1 and press X. I think what Connie needs to reach the next platform is a staircase. So use the Move and Clone tools to create a new one. Once you've built the staircase, test it out in play mode to make sure Connie can make it across. When you're happy with it, switch back to edit mode, rewind time and move on to the final step of this tutorial.
Get over here, bro. Yeah, I think he's been needing a new weapon, bro.
You know, this bridge would be really Our bridge needs a bit of to make sure Connie.
I think I'm taking a little bit too far now, but
You know, this Our bridge needs a bit of work if it's going to make sure Connie can make it across.
Watch out behind you.
Seems Christian left.
Behind you. Way behind. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Shit always happens to her first. Because she's.
Once you've built the staircase, test it out in play mode to make sure Connie can make it across. When you're happy with it, switch back to edit mode, rewind time, and move on to the final step of this tutorial.
instead of doing all that work, I could just make two new, like, just make 2 cubes appear, and then do that.
That's good. Huh? That's good. You're in a nappy or you're happy? Yeah, I'm a nappy. I thought you said you're happy. No, babe, you're not gonna nappy.
Is your staircase working? Fantastic. Now Connie just needs a bit more help to save poor old Cuthbert from his predicament. Luckily, you can clone your staircase group to reach the final platform. Use the clone shortcut L1 and R2 to copy the staircase group to the last platform. Don't forget to let go of L1 once the clone has been created. That's how useful groups are. If you select the group, you'll see a button in the context menu that saves the group as a new element. Saving a group as a new element means you can use it in other scenes or share it in the Dreamiverse. You can't do that in tutorials, but you can everywhere else. Saving a group is bar. If you select the group, you'll see a button in the context menu that saves the group as a new element. Saving a group as a new element means you can use it in other scenes or share it in the Dreamiverse. You can't do that in tutorials, but you can everywhere else. Now that you've mastered selecting and grouping, I'll leave you with a thought to ponder. You can also make a group inside a group. With that, I'll let you experiment. Once you're happy that you've mastered selecting, grouping and scoping, you have just one thing left to do. Go into play mode and take Connie and Cuthbert to the exit.
Yes, let's go.
Run straight up. We're still in there. Could you imagine?
That would be so dark. Should I go to bed?
No, babe, what are you doing?
Hey man, why don't you go to bed?
Go.
Yo, Dirk, what game you playing?
Playing Paladins.
Paladins. Oh, you just reminded me. I need to download that. I don't have it downloaded yet. Let me watch some gameplay, Derek. Let me see how this game works. I love me bathroom. The bathroom's the best place in the entire house. Alright. Well, I guess I'm done with the tutorials for today. I'm gonna do some more tutorials another day.